Unaweza kujitambulisha? Kutoka Kibra kwa mahakama kule ambako tutarudi kesho. Tumekuja kumwangalia ndugu yetu Raphel Tuju, tuone vile anaendelea. Na ajabu ni kwamba usiku mzima hata kabla ya kuondoka police station jana usiku, tulikuwa tumewahimiza huyu jamaa ana maumivu makubwa. Huyu jamaa has been a continuing patient of Dr. Gikonyo, who actually airlifted him or assisted in the airlift wakati wa President Uhuru, because Tuju was Uhuru's minister that time. Akamsaidia sana. Sasa badala ya kusikiliza yale tulioeleza jana, imagine kawaida ni madaktari wanangojea waletewe wagonjwa ama hata mahabusu, lakini this was the opposite. Daktari wanaenda ndani ya cell kujaribu kuokoa Tuju. Hata hivyo tunashukuru Mungu, maombi ya wananchi wa Kenya, Mungu ameyasikiliza na anazidi kupata matibabu, ingawaji hali yake bado inaendelea kuangaliwa na madaktari, haswa upande wa blood sugar na pressure na hata maumivu ambayo tumepata amevalishwa kitu kwa shingo kujaribu angalau kumsaidia. Lakini kando na hayo, Mheshimiwa Tuju mwenyewe ametuarifu ni yapi ambayo ilikuwa yanaendelea kwa upande wa property yake ya dari. Maajabu ni kwamba title deed ya hiyo property ambayo imekuwa undervalued, ambayo iliuzwa hata kinyume na makadirio ama uamuzi wa mahakama wakati ule kusema the auction should not continue. The auction was by a single bidder ambaye anajulikana, undervalued single bidder. Sasa tumepata habari kwamba Mheshimiwa Ruto akiwa huko Nyanza ametuita sisi mascavenger. Na sisi tunasema kama scavenge ni kufanya haki kikatiba, kisheria, basi na iwe hivyo. Sisi nia yetu kubwa ni kuhakikisha kwamba haki inafanyika kwa mambo haya na kwamba wananchi wa Kenya wasiwe wanatekwa nyara. Tuju is not a terrorist. The way it was handled yesterday in our presence showed nothing short of a terrorist attack on a Kenyan whose rights are very well established under the Constitution. Kwa hivyo tunamuhimiza Mheshimiwa Ruto, kwa sababu anasema Bwana Tuju anahitaji kuwa na marafiki wa kweli. Yeye sasa jitokeze hawe rafiki ya kweli, wacha sisi tuwe mascavenger, na yeye kwa sababu ndiye anashikilia nyama na nyama ni title deed ya dari, yeye ndiyo voucher anaishikilia. Tunamwambia aiangushe, akiangusha jamii ya Bwana Tuju itapona. That's all we are asking. Badala ya kutukana viongozi, kuwaita majina ya ajabu ajabu, hatutaki kuingia that space. Hiyo space tumemwachia Mheshimiwa Ruto aendelee na matusi. Hatutaki matusi. Matuita mascavenger, basi ni sawa. Kwa hivyo kilicho na muhimu zaidi ni kwamba Tuju hapa asaidike. Ako na mapolisi watatu hapa, policemen wanasimama pale. Tuju is not a man who can run. Atakimbia wacha mali yake anapigania. Sasa ya nini hapa taxpayers money keeping 3 policemen? Tunamshukuru Dr. Gikonyo kwa sababu anawapatia hata lunch, wanakula ile chakula ya wagonjwa. Imagine. Hii policeman hapa alituambia wazi, jamaa wana njaa, na wao wanafanya duty yao. Imagine askari ya polisi ambao mkubwa yao zaidi ni Ruto wanakula chakula ya wagonjwa. So let him order first of all as a first measure kwamba hawa yeye ni rafiki wa kweli wa Tuju, aondoe polisi, aondoe hospitali, aondoe mara moja. Itakuwa ishara ishara moja ya kuonyesha ni rafiki. Badala ya kumweka hapa because he's a man under arrest, but you are going to fight for his rights. That's what you had actually said. Haya, ndugu yangu aongezee.
Very much, I think. First of all, we want to make it very, very clear that we are not scavengers. We are lawyers. Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, who is leading our team, is a senior counsel. Myself, my good brother, Ndegwa Njiru, Paul Nyamodi, we are a big team of lawyers here. From yesterday, we've worked around the clock, right from Tuju's residence to Karen, where Tuju, our client, was roughed up alongside his counsel. Some of us were roughed up by the police yesterday in the process. And also his doctors were roughed up. There's one young lady whose hand was actually fractured. And that officer who committed the assault is known, and we will be preparing charges against that particular officer. But the assault on Raphel Tuju is what caused a lot of distress yesterday. And for hours we were all asking these officers to do what was necessary to ensure Raphel Tuju, who was writhing in pain because of the injuries to his back, that was a pre-existing condition after the accident, but that was actually aggravated by the assault by the officers who tried to force him into the Subaru from Honorable Kalonzo's vehicle. And for over 18 hours, the officers who were present at Karen police station did not hear the pleas from ourselves as Tuju's lawyers, from the family, and also from the medics, because Dr. Gikonyo had sent a very strong team with an ambulance to evacuate Tuju to bring him here at Karen Hospital for treatment. This is where Tuju was treated for many weeks after that accident. So his doctor who managed him and his back was available to him. The equipment is here. And all those facilities, Tuju was denied for a period of over 18 hours, from yesterday afternoon to this morning. He was held in a very cold cell without these facilities. And overnight, as he was held, his situation deteriorated. And that is why he was brought here hurriedly in the morning, because these officers were ashamed to carry this man in an ambulance to court in Kibu. So for those who are thinking we have nothing else to do and we are scavengers just hanging around, our first calling is that of officers of the court. We are lawyers who want to ensure that due process is followed, who want to ensure that Raphel Tuju gets his day in court, who want to ensure that justice is done, and that the issue of dates and what is civil should not be criminalized in the manner that Tuju was treated yesterday. We have, from court, come to visit our brother here, and we've had a session with the doctors, a briefing from the doctors. We've also had a session with Tuju himself and his wife and the family. They are really very, very traumatized because of what happened yesterday. His situation has not stabilized because of what he underwent yesterday. His sugar levels dropped. The facilities that he was denied here could have stabilized him last night. But the exposure in the cold cells and the environment that was not conducive for the doctors to attend to him is what has aggravated this situation. So the doctors have told us his pressure is high, his sugar levels are being stabilized, but he's still in great pain. He's undergoing some scans to see the damage, the level of damage to his spine. So tomorrow we'll be back in court, and we will have a full medical report from his doctors here after the briefing, and the court will be able to make further orders from an informed position as to Tuju's health condition. But what we want to say here today is to President William Ruto. You have called us scavengers. You have said we are dishonest friends. We want to say today that apart from being Tuju's lawyers, we are Tuju's friends. His Excellency Kalonzo and I, amongst his colleagues on his legal team, served with Raphel Tuju in Kibaki's cabinet. I served with Tuju in Uhuru's cabinet. Tuju was not just a colleague, he was our friend. And he's still our friend, and that is why we're here today. So we're not here as scavengers. But we also do know that William Ruto has not been Tuju's friend. We do know that even on the eve of the election, apart from General Ogola, whom he accused, Raphel Tuju was equally accused at that visit to Bomas. So there has been grudges between him and Raphel Tuju. He has been also, as you know, Tuju has been the CEO of Azimio, because in his last days he was very close to Raila Odinga, and he was the one who was in charge of Azimio, the Azimio that was campaigning against William Ruto. So Raphel Tuju, yes, is not your friend, but he is our friend. And calling us scavengers, as His Excellency has said, maybe Kenyans should know that they are vultures and they are scavengers. And not all vultures are scavengers. Some vultures are scavengers. But vultures are those that first visit the site and carry. Scavengers come later to scavenge around what is left. Vultures even kill. But we have been told that we are scavengers. Now I want to say, if we are scavengers, then you are the vulture. Because Raphel Tuju believes that you, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, has a proxy called Chebet, and we know you are linked to Starbucks. And what we are hearing about, the person who bought, so we are saying, as we speak today, leaders of Luo Nyanza, including the Siaya Senator, Oburu Odinga, the first person who gave them the title deed for Tuju's property was none other than William Ruto. And I challenge Dr. Oburu Odinga to tell the nation the conversation they had with William Ruto. And when he asked Ruto to assist Tuju, he said, no, this property was already bought. And I can even send you the title. How did you obtain the title? And not just the senator for Siaya, the governor for Homa Bay, Gladys Wanga, was the first one on the scene. When they came to Dari, Gladys Wanga was there. She was seen making a call. She spoke to William Ruto. The same William Ruto sent to Gladys Wanga, the governor of Homa Bay, the same title deed. Where did he get it? And we know that he is actually the owner of that title deed. And this debate, or whoever is purported to have purchased this property, is only a proxy for you, Bwana William Ruto. So if you are talking about honest friends, first of all, be an honest friend of the Luo nation and tell them the truth. That if you had bought this property by proxy, you are ready to return it to Raphel Tuju. That will demonstrate true friendship. But for us, who are true friends of Tuju, we will not stop fighting for Tuju. There are court orders that had stopped the auction. It was a forced auction. It was undervalued. These matters are still in court. So why is Tuju being treated like a terrorist? Why is he being manhandled and mishandled by the Ruto government? And today, you are in Nyanza, hobnobbing with the leadership of Luo Nyanza and telling them there's nothing you can do because of the purchase that has been declared illegal by the court. So, staki niseme mengi kuliko hapo, but we want to say this, Bwana William Ruto, how much is enough for you? How much land is enough for you? Leo Trotsky once asked in his book, how much is enough for you? We dare ask today. And we want to say that we have seen greed in terms of leadership, even in the Bible. 1 Kings, verse 21. We had the story of Ahab, King Ahab, and his queen Jezebel, when they saw the vineyard of Naboth and they admired it. We know what happened. When power, driven by greed, can take property from citizens. It has happened before. So we are saying, as long as we are here, we are going to fight for our brother, we'll fight for justice, we'll fight for the truth, and we will not let you get off easily with this. Asante.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. I think, first of all, we want to make it very, very clear that we are not scavengers, we are lawyers. Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, who is leading our team, is a senior counsel. Yes.